Hannah Borg on the social media core here at the 75th NAFB meeting. Joining me is Gregg Doud, the Chief Ag Negotiator. I was wondering, what message did you bring to share with attendees here at NAFB?
Well, the amount of agricultural exports, $143 billion, is a huge, enormous piece of the U.S. economy by any stretch of the imagination. And in this administration, my job at USTR is to find new markets, do new deals, work on issues to fix issues so we can export more agricultural products to other countries in the world. And we have a huge project ahead of us all the time. It's always more than we can accomplish. We travel all over the place all the time. I'm headed to Morocco on Sunday to work on a beef issue. But I have a colleague in Israel right now. We have folks that go to Australia and talk about biotechnology. We're on the go all the time. But the goal is to open markets.
So you just shared some numbers about trade so far this year, up 6% compared to last year in total exports. Could you give me more rundowns of those numbers?
Okay, so we're up 23% on corn, up 11% on beef. We're on the meat side of the equation. We're doing really, really well this year in beef and also in poultry. I think we're flat on pork, but part of the challenge there is obviously China and Mexico, where those countries have put retaliatory tariffs on us because of challenges that we have with them in other areas. But one of the things that we talk about I'm an old commodity analyst, so we talk about the strength in the U.S. dollar. So when the U.S. dollar appreciates, becomes stronger relative to other currencies in the world, that makes our product more expensive to many other countries in the world. So the fact that our exports are up, even though the dollar is much, much stronger than it was a year ago, that's a testament to the fact that folks like U.S. agricultural products. They like our beef, they like our corn, they like our ethanol and other places around the world.
So one last question here. I know you're catching a plane. Who has been your favorite broadcaster that you listened to growing up?
Well, Kelly Lenz at WIBW in Topeka is a good friend of mine. I just ran into Kathy Patton, who used to do that. Kyle Bauer at KFRM is a close friend of mine, and that's a big radio station. And the KRVN guys in Lexington, Nebraska. I grew up in north central Kansas, 60 miles straight south of Hastings, Nebraska. And until I took this job for the last 5 years, I ran back and forth to help Dad farm. So I would spend about a month of the summer back in Kansas running the tractor. And, for the first part of it, after working in D.C., you just turn everything off and just listen to the sound of the tractor for a half a day. But you really, I always listen to ag radio and the markets on the tractor when I do that. And it's great to see everybody here and this context, and it's folks that I've known for a long time. So it's fun to do this.
Well, thank you for joining us, Gregg Doud, Chief Ag Negotiator, and I'm Hannah Borg reporting here at NAFB.